How's it going, guys? Welcome to Audio Addiction. We have serious matters after a long hiatus from the channel. The prodigal son has returned. So, thank you guys for coming back on, and you guys can say your names and what you do in the band.
Thanks for having us. My name is Darian Kelton. I play drums. Hi, Matthew Sandelman, singer.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Mike Seltzer. I play the bass.
I'm Chris Matt. I play guitar.
I'm Kenny, and I also play guitar.
There we go, guys. Well, Darian, I'm really upset that you didn't come on to the show. You know, I don't know what type of offensive stuff I said to you. You know, so I don't know why you would want to hurt me like that. You know,
you didn't wish him happy birthday that one time.
I guess not. But he didn't wish me a happy birthday, so I feel like, you know, now the cards are on him. So,
enemy of the show, Darian Kelton.
Everybody's birthdays are around the same time. Like, it's just rapid fire.
A lot of winter babies.
Yeah. Kenny, me. No, Kenny, you, me.
I'm a spring baby.
Then it's Matt, and then Darian.
Yeah.
Because Darian's all the way in September.
Yeah.
And then we start the cycle over, baby.
There we go.
I don't think his birthday's in September.
Oh, shit. January?
January.
Yeah.
We're just dunking all over him right now. Sorry, Darian, when you watch this.
Darian, I spoke to Darian yesterday. He was at a show, so I spoke to him very briefly. He's been basically doing the cover band weekend, like
crazy
Atlantic City circuit, essentially.
Kudos to Darian.
You got to make that money somehow.
He does. Man. Hardest working man here. So, you know, no shots, but I wish him a happy birthday. And then now he can't come after me, you know. So in January, I have to wait a whole year for this joke to hit.
Until his birthday.
I'll post it on his birthday.
Yeah. Tag him in it a
happy
million
birthday.
Times. Jerk.
You sick man. No, I'm kidding. I love Darian's. Shouts to him. But I was talking to the guys off camera, and they came on the show a mere 5 years ago, which just makes me feel old as dirt right now. So thank you guys for
going for half a decade. Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. I just celebrated 7 years of doing it last month, so I feel like I'm gonna have gray hair next year. You know, that's
next year. It's gonna be all like raggly. There's gonna be salt and pepper coming through.
I'm gonna have like a Fu Manchu. You know, just gonna grow it all.
We started around the same time.
That's wild.
Pretty much.
So believe me, we understand when you look back, you're like, damn.
I never had hair the entire time, so it doesn't make a difference for me.
Matt just gets more swole over the years. I feel like he just gets like.
Thank you.
Soon he's just gonna be. He's just gonna be like this. Like he's just gonna be forever locked in a T-pose.
He won't work out for like a week, and then the following week, he'd be like, "Oh, I gained so much weight," and you look the same that you fucking did last week, dude. What the fuck you talking about?
Body dysmorphia.
He does it all the time.
You have to measure the arms, dude. That's what you're not measuring.
He's like, man, I lost like a quarter of an inch, you know, off my muscle mass. I can't.
Brother, if I'm not looking like Popeye the Sailor Man, I'm not a happy person.
I think you are. I don't think that. I think that shirt's getting swallowed up by your, you know, swollenness. You should ask guys one like for how tight Matt's shirt is on his body. So. I feel like simultaneously Matt is just gonna be in this interview and his shirt is just gonna pop off his body.
Interview with
happen.
That'll certainly get more.
You could be the Howard Stern of this whole thing now.
Just goad Matt into stripping on.
Yeah.
I am not gonna do that. I mean, I don't. Yeah.
He's actually naked under the table.
I actually am naked.
No underwear.
No underwear.
Holy commando.
Yeah.
He's actually.
We need to poop. The breeze has to stay down there, you know. So, God, this is terrible. Anyway, it's been 5 years, and obviously the last time I had you guys on in 2018, Through It All, I think was either just released or had just come out, or pretty close to that. I don't know, depending upon whenever it was.
We just finished writing it.
We just came back from tour. It was out already.
Oh yeah, okay.
We just came back from tour. Yeah.
Damn. Yep. Damn.
That's wild. And then we did it in your like practice space, and that's pretty wild.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I
The
missed
old
that spot.
space.
Well,
old
I don't miss the
spot.
stairs. But
I don't blame
missed
you.
that spot.
Those stairs were rough. And then I did check out Mistaking Wasps for Dragonflies that was released in 2020. Also, chef's kiss, love it. But you guys are coming on here because you have a new EP that just dropped. Whenever it's out now, you can check the links in the description. You should go support my friends, please. Thank you. Please go listen to it. It's great. I listened to Stars Aligned and Glitches, and I'm working on a review of it right now. So you best believe it's gonna be coming out soon. I think for me, I've had a lot of bands on that I have interviewed in my early years of doing audio addiction. And I think for me, it's so cool to see how much you guys have progressed over the years and just how much more talented you guys have gotten. Like, I listened to Glitches and I was just like, no joke, I was sitting here on my computer. I was like, what the fuck? Like, what are how are these guys like not more popular? Like, what the fuck's going on? Like, do I have to like, do I have to hold up like a sign at a show just to say like, check out Serious Matter? I think I will, but like, this is my metaphorical sign. Why haven't you checked this band out? And
Every Friday, I go to Madison Square Garden. I bring my sign. Please check out Serious Matters. Just chilling at Penn Station.
And they're like,
and then what we do is we show them, we let them listen, and then we try to charge them $10 a CD.
Mm-hmm.
Just for listening. That's how that normally works over there.
Yeah. I'll follow them.
Man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Big fan. And I was just like, shit, this is so good. Let me give Stars Align a listen. And I was just like, I literally put my headphones down and I walked out of my room. I was just like, what the fuck?
How far did you walk?
Very far, actually. I got my steps in. And I was like, God, this is so great. So I'm very excited to delve into the I think 3 other tracks I haven't listened to yet. And it's just great. It's just good shit. So I'm hoping that people really give it a listen because, God, I was stoked about it. But in regards to how you guys have been doing lately, I feel like again, I've seen you guys post pretty frequently, and I feel like with this new EP, you guys obviously are on here to promote that. But how has that 5 years of a gap been? Because I feel like that is very tumultuous, if I can say that lightly.
5 years is a long time. Yeah, I mean
half a decade.
How many bands go 5 years from after releasing a record? It's very I feel like it's a very small. It just keeps cutting down and cutting down. If you go 10 years out and a band's only released 2 EPs, so the fact of being here, writing, developing songwriting skills and things like that, pretty wild. Just the feelings of being a musician now anyway, also pretty crazy. So bringing that all together kind of, especially since we had 2 years of free time in between all of that, you really have time to focus down and be like, so what do I want to write about? What do I want to explore riff-wise? And
it's been a pretty big learning process.
Yeah,
it's been, I know. So after the EP came out, and then we made a new friendship with Kevin and Jason from Dillinger and Backroom Studios, and that I think was the turning point for us in terms of music, because we learned so much on the Mistaking Wasp record. It was, and he was the reason why it became an LP, honestly. We were going to just re-record our first EP, the original EP, because Matt was the singer, and we just thought it'd be cool. And was it that way, or was it we were going into recording new music?
It was going to be re-recordings of our
first
ever EP.
Yeah, and then
he taught Kevin, kind of was like, you should just do a whole full length. So we wrote 4 songs.
He was like, you
just do more.
we told him like, hey, we want to book more days so we can get in to do um like a new EP, and he's just like, why don't you just tack on the new 5 and just make it a record? And we were like, that'd be pretty sick because it's old stuff and new stuff, and you could see the growth. Like that'd be awesome, and that's how that became a thing.
He's like,
And
give
on
me
top
more
of
money.
that, Kevin was very helpful. He taught us about, layering guitars and the different ways you can mic a drum and vocal harmonies and melodies. We've learned so much from him. So
Yeah,
yeah.
that was, I think, the biggest changer for Chris and I, at least, is every Serious Matters song since Mistaking Wasp has had 5, 6 guitar tracks. I'm pretty sure Chris's
Huge.
leads.
We've had
Yeah,
pre-production like out the wazoo now. We have some of the songs that like really didn't change much from the pre-production of writing them to releasing them on this EP because of like the lessons we took from the first time recording the LP with him. We had so much more to be like, okay, great, song's done. Now how do we make this huge? And that's like Kevin taught us that, and that was the best. You teach a man to make a hamburger, and he'll eat for a day. But if you teach a man to be a hamburger, you'll have a man that's ready to be worthwhile.
and that's how that whole, like, honestly, for real, when it as far as guitars, he taught us layering, and now we anytime Chris and I send an idea back, there's like 4 or 5 guitar tracks that we might not even use them all, but there's just like layer upon layer. Like if you listen, I think it started with glitches originally out of the new stuff. There's 4 different rhythm guitars going on in glitches. Um, and it's funny because every time I listen to it, I realize in certain parts, I'm like, oh, forgot I played that. But even in terms of drums, like Darian fell in love with the drum sound,
Oh, it's great.
and he uses like 18 mics. It's ridiculous. It's wild. And then I think Matt had the biggest change because he gave Matt a lot of confidence, where Matt would like question himself, and Kevin just like, dude, just shut up, go in the room and just sing the song. Like, come on now. And
Just fucking do it,
it
man.
works. Like when we finally it seems like we took the LP recording sessions, went in there to do wherever, whenever, and it was the smoothest process I think we've ever had, ever. That whole EP was recorded, I think, in like 8 days, and we scheduled 10,
Yeah,
and by the last of it, like we had 2 extra days, I'm 90% certain, and he just gave us a day back and was just like, so you guys are done. Like we went in there on the final day and he's like, you guys did everything, what do you want to do? So we just started messing around, like, um Misunderstanding has synthesizer in it,
yeah,
um and yeah, like really
guitars.
funny synth.
Yeah, we got an acoustic guitar on one of the tracks. We got some strings going on.
Yeah.
Things we never did before. It's like Kevin 100% was the driving force
Oh,
between
that's awesome.
the matureness of the music.
And the cool thing is with Kevin, not only does he know what he's doing, he cares about what he's doing. And for the most part, especially with our experience, he cares about the product that the band is making. And it's
Yeah.
cool to have that, to be in that kind of atmosphere, because we've been in studios in the past to where, you show up, you kind of clock in and you're on the guy's time, and you don't usually give a fuck about what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like, great, all
Sure,
right,
yeah.
cool.
That's a good
That was
take.
great.
Yep.
Next one, Kevin.
Kevin like sits down. I noticed the biggest thing is during lunch, he'll stay in the control room and he's just listening, going back while we're in the other room just eating. He's just constantly listening to things, and he's like, why don't we do this? Why don't you do this way? Maybe we should try to put this in there. Like the influence that this man has had is amazing. It's amazing.
This is a testament to having a great, great producer on a record, because without that can make or break
Sure.
what
Yeah.
you're recording. I
I
think.
will say that's really the main thing. He wasn't just a technician.
He
was
wasn't
there
just
to
the
help
engineer.
guide it. Yeah.
Mhm.
We'll say it's
And
also
Go ahead.
It's a great way to play bass as someone who hasn't really ever played bass before joining this band. Just jumping into a riff-heavy band and going into like a studio with like a insanely intimidating-looking technician. It's just like, all right, what do you got?
Yeah, quite literally. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Drum it.
It's amazing because like the dude played with Dillinger for years, and
Sure,
Dillinger is Dillinger. That does not matter to him. Like he talks about it as if it was just a hobby. Like for real, I'm not even joking. He's the most humble person
That's amazing.
Yeah, that was kind of
ever.
cool. I did that for a few years, you know. Whatever.
Yeah, so like there was times too where my nephew came. I asked Kevin like, "Hey, can my nephew come? He wants to go to college for like audio engineering." He's like, "Yeah, no problem." So I flew my nephew up. My nephew spent a few studio days with us during, I think, the Mistaking Wasps, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Kevin was giving my nephew stuff out of the studio, like, here's a starter kit. Here, take this, like, just giving him things. He
Aw.
walked away with like $600, $700 worth of like studio recording equipment.
Starting like interface, things like that. To
Yeah,
get
he's just like, here, I have this, just take it. And then I was just like, oh wow, that's crazy. And the fact that he even let me bring my nephew as like a training course was the coolest thing because he was like, do you have any questions? How do you like, what can I show you? How does this work? Blah blah
Sure,
blah.
yeah.
Like, he's such a genuine dude, and I can't say enough good things about him, honestly.
As you can tell, it left a mark on us after we.
No, yeah, but I think that's good to talk about because I also have to give Kevin kudos because I think that this is probably your best work to date. Like I liked all of the aspects of it, and I've only listened to 2 songs, and I feel like everything about it, just whatever you guys were doing with Mistaking Wasps for Dragonflies, which I love that, and I obviously love Through It All just because that was the first initial reaction to what you guys have been doing. But this out like EP in particular, there's just something about it that when I like again was listening to those 2 songs, I was just like, there's something, the level of detail and the way that the songs are like crafted in this EP are just, I want to say, like miles and miles better than previous work. There's just something about it that, again, shout outs to Kevin, like for that attention to detail. There's just like the drumming just sounds massive, like the guitar work sounds massive, like Matt's vocals sound great. Like there's just something about it that like collectively the band just sounds like there's like 2 more members in the band, even though I know there's not. Like there's something about it that just when you're listening to it, and I think I would definitely recommend listening to it like either like nicer headphones or like nicer speakers, because you're going to be able to get those attention to details that you may miss out on if you're like listening to it with like shitty headphones. And that's no diss to like if you do listen to that. The phone,
like it doesn't exactly capture as much as if you have like a system with like a subwoofer or headphones on. That really just kicks your ass when you're listening.
Hey, bro, listen to this. No,
Yeah.
stop.
It's okay.
Stop.
That's nice with your AirPods. It's cool. But I think the way to really capture the magic of what went into it and the attention to detail
Oh yeah.
is that headphone experience. Because when I listen to it, or even in the car, a car system, if it bangs,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's sort of like if you look at like what was done before, it's almost like like a really nice sketch. Like everything's there, the idea's there. You're like, yeah. And then you learned how to like fucking do beautiful oil paints, with, like texture and colors and blending.
Oh
and just
yeah.
making the most of the canvas, so to speak.
Yeah, it's like, the Mona Lisa. It's like we have the Mona Lisa. This is, this is your Mona Lisa. There's something about it. Brother. Yeah, but I feel like, but like there's something about it that just, to me, like listening to it, like, and knowing you guys for the years I've known you for, like, this to me, I was like, man, that makes me proud to know what you guys are doing. Like, there's something about it that when you know, when I originally got contacted by Matt to do this, like, I was just like, this shit is so good. Like, how did I go so long, like, not listening to it for like the past couple days when I could have just been like fully invested into it a little bit more? And you know, I'm excited to get into the rest of it because just those 2 songs in and of itself were just like, God, they're so fucking good. Like, there's just something about it that I couldn't even put words on it. So I also have to, again, massive salutes to Kevin for crushing it. He killed it. It's great.
And that's it's only been out for like what, a week?
Yeah.
Week and a half?
Yeah.
Yeah. How crazy.
And it's funny because those 2 songs, they are the driving force. But I think they're stronger songs on the EP in terms of, like, we went very, Darian would use the term cinematic with this record. We wanted it to sound, we wanted it to sound like it was a full, thought out body of work that flowed really well together. So we made those songs like obviously like upbeat, you know, very positive, very aggressive in some parts, but there's songs on there where it's very, very laid back, you know, like Dragonfly. That song is very, I think, the softest song we did, but at the same time,
that song is a ride to a climax, though.
Yeah.
You open with like, okay, we're laying back, and then by the time you get to like the 3rd verse, you are just full, just.
Honestly,
yeah, we
Oh yeah. Dragonfly apparently has been popping off. It's got the star on Apple Music and everything. Like, that's
yeah,
the one.
it's been really difficult trying to gauge what songs people like the most, because Spotify is different than Apple Music. YouTube is different than all 3 of them. And then even we started getting streams on Amazon Music, and that's completely different than everything else. So it's hard, you know, because we are going on tour. So I'm more of the like the businessy stats kind of guy, because yeah,
Number
and
crunchers.
So I try to
Look at this
gauge
guy.
everything. I try to gauge everything to see what we could play on tour, and it's actually difficult because we got to play everything on tour.
There you go. That's a good problem to have, I think. You have to play all of it, guys. You're going to see a 5-hour set from Serious Matters. They're playing everything from front to back.
That was our moving away show. We played basically all the songs. It was 17-song set.
It was an hour and a half.
And it's basically because I was like, if I'm moving away, I'm playing everything that we're like, this is our show. Let's do whatever we want.
Kenny's like, I'm playing all of it.
Well,
and
that's
it's
because
just like,
I felt like it was more, the way I look at that show, it was more of like a hangout with music, like almost like we were rehearsing, but people were just there. That's what it felt like. It was very cool.
We were rehearsing and breaking the fire code at the same time.
Oh, the hottest night of the summer too.
That's why we're the wettest band.
Yeah.
Dude, my dad still talks about that night.
Oh, dude, because everyone
he's
was
a puddle
soaked.
now.
You could just hear walking out of the venue.
The floor was just wet from sweat.
Yeah, Kenny's dad's now just a puddle. So that's insane.
We melted his dad.
He melted his dad.
Well,
It's kind of nuts.
It really wasn't our show. It was my dad's retirement party.
Really?
Yeah.
He retired that same day.
Wow. He couldn't even let you just have that day. You're like, Serious Matters is going away.
Well,
And he's like, well, guess what? I'm going to one-up you. I'm retiring. And you're like,
It was
fuck.
basically that.
Sorry, Kenny's dad. You're cool.
No, it's a big one.
Not throwing shade.
I'll show him this, and he'll be like, yeah.
Yeah,
But
you're right.
So, like, in comparison to my father, he's been around. So we used to, like, the band was built in the garage of his house. So he's very much like our number one cheerleader.
Oh, that's cute.
And he's brutally honest, and he hasn't told, like, if you go back to like the Through It All EP, he's like,
Meh.
it has its moments. And when I showed him this new EP, he's like, this is it. You guys sound huge, big, everything's great. And I'm like, thanks, Dad. Like, I'll put it in the band chat too. Like, hey, my dad said this, and yeah, like that's honestly my dad's old school, like 70s rock. So he'll tell us if something's bad or not.
Could you imagine Ken's dad comes up and is like, "Hey, Ken, sorry, that record you put out, pretty mid." Ooh.
He's done that to certain like demos that I showed him. You just look at him and he's like,
I don't know, Ken. It's pretty mid.
Yeah. I think the guitar player could be worked on a little bit, you know?
he loves, in terms of everything, I think his favorite thing is Chris's leads. Yeah.
Not even yours. He's just like,
my biggest fan.
yeah.
Yeah, he'll ask me, who's doing the leads here? And I'm like, Chris. And he's like, good.
Look,
Like
dude,
almost looking at me like, should have been better.
I didn't teach my son to come in second place here, you know? And then you just hear Kenny just practicing Chris's leads.
That's where a misunderstanding came from, right there. That he was like, "Hey, man, I wrote this song. Feels like you. What do you think?" And I was like, "Whoa, yeah, I feel that." That's
Yeah, I think the original demo idea was called Chrisish.
yeah.
Chris-ish. Man, that's awesome. I feel like in that moment, Kenny's dad was like, I really do wish Chris was my son.
And he loves Darian too. I think Darian's his favorite out of everybody.
No, it's me.
Is it you?
When I came to visit in Florida,
Oh yeah, he was.
Devils game with him. He let me wear his Devils jersey.
Ooh, true.
So
Matt,
All right, Kenny's
Matt,
dad, you have to make a
favorites.
comment. Let us know who's your favorite Serious
least
Matters
favorite member
I'll
Remember.
show him this and I'll get back to you. I'll tell you. He'll tell me.
He'll tell.
you see me.
Who's your favorite son from Serious Matters?
Like, who's your favorite dad from American Stereo?
The Irish one.
The Irish one, yeah. Different interview.
Getting some crossover appeal here. I love it. Speaking about the new EP, Wherever, Whenever, for people who, maybe aren't familiar with Serious Matters, much like myself, what song would you recommend to a new listener to check out to give them an idea of your sound?
As much as I was just saying, I really like Dragonfly and Death Card. If it was just one song to be like, here's the hook, I would have to say Glitches. Just something about that you can't stop listening to it. Just the drums grab you, and then you're stuck in there with that riff.
I feel like, yeah, Glitches, because you know what? Even that was, one of the first songs we wrote for this EP, and like when it all just kind of came together, it's like, okay, because obviously for years, the five of us being five different guys, five different influences, five different ways of writing and playing music, it's always been kind of just like, all right, we're gonna throw whatever at the wall and see what sticks. I think Glitches was the first time to where everything just kind of came together. I'm like, okay, this is Serious Matters. This is us. So yeah, I'd probably say Glitches.
Coming from behind the scenes and knowing that Glitches was actually written before Night Terrors on Mistaking Wasps for Dragonflies, I'd think that Glitches is the one that stands out. Because that one was actually like fully developed way beforehand, and I was like, this is going to be awesome, but not right now. And then once Darian heard it and added some drums to it, we were like, this is the one. And that right there took off and took on a life of its own. Darian always says, oh, well, Chris wrote the drums on this one. And I'm like, no, you did. You just took an idea that I had, and I don't even write drums. But it's just crazy. So I'd recommend Glitches. Or if you've seen Clerks 3, that shit's in there, the whole damn song. Yeah.
You're right. I was gonna ask you about that. We'll that will be a little later on. Kenny, what's your answer?
I think Stars is superior to Glitches.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's just because Glitches was the opening into this kind of new era of songwriting.
Fair
But
enough.
I think Stars is equally aggressive as it is user friendly, as it is poppy, as it is rock.
It goes hard, as the kids say.
Yeah. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then I know I'll kind of speak for Darian because I know at least I did at the time. He's a big fan of Wherever Whenever because he said that was kind of like
Ooh.
our stadium anthem song.
Yeah, the
All
title
right.
track.
Which I remember when we were in the studio, we told Kevin for that song in particular, like, yeah, we want this to kind of sound like it's playing in a scene.
Yeah, the whole so the title track, it basically, I get, it's hard to explain without actually explaining it. So like Wherever Whenever was the baby of the record because we went in knowing that I was moving away. Like for the last year and a half, 2 years, we knew that I was leaving. And there's a lot of touchy ground where it's like, well, what's going to happen with the band? Are we still a band?
Sure.
Are you out? Are you in? Who's leaving? Who's going to another band? So there was a lot of touchy feely subjects. And it came down to like, I'm still in the band if you guys are. And everybody was just kind of like, I'm not going nowhere. And so we kind of wanted to put something together that was like a thank you for everybody that supported us up to this part. And at the same time, like this is a brotherhood. It's not, no matter where we are, this is literally how I explained it, what the title was. No matter where we are, we'll always come back to this, whenever that may be. And that's how the title came to be. And I think when we went into the studio, we kind of explained to Kevin, like, we want this to be a sentimental song to us, but as well as when somebody listens to it, that they feel it like they're a part of it as well.
I'm excited to get into that one. I don't think I got into that one. Like I said, Stars Align and Glitches were the two that I listened to. So I'm ready to get
the four tracks to get into.
I still have four.
Not to confuse it with the Shakira track, Whenever, Wherever.
I will hurt you. I will hurt you.
We should have called it Brotherhood of the Traveling Riffs.
Oh God.
Brotherhood of the Traveling Hips.
Oh,
They don't lie.
They don't. They do not.
Oh no. I think also Kenny is frozen. Oh, he was.
No, that was a stroke. That was.
Hello.
Yeah, okay, there you go. He did have a stroke for like a hot second. That was rough.
No, Matt likes to make memes of things, and it drives me up a wall because it starts to stick, and people start to reference it, and I just want to be like,
oh my God, Shakira, serious matters.
I won't be stopped.
Do you see this man? He's gonna bust out of his shirt, so he can't be stopped. I'm not gonna stop
Sound
him.
off in the comments. You want me to bust out of my shirt?
No, please don't do that. I don't need
that
that.
goes against YouTube guidelines.
I already had Dentino who had like half a shirt on in the last interview I did with Poeta, so I don't need.
You know Dentino's my dad, right?
Well, it would, yeah. It's a chip off the old block, I think.
Now in the comments.
That man was not even wearing a shirt. Let's be for real. I need to, guys, if you watch
It's in our blood. We don't wear shirts.
It's zero shirt. He wears something that would like barely quantify as a shirt. Like he had about as much clothes on as like a thong. So, shout out to Dentino.
It's the Baldman.
That's my dad.
It must be.
You're all so cute, you know? You wanna show off.
You're like, oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, excuse me. Oh, mwah,
Gotta put the kids to bed.
Oh, yeah, I gotta pick this cup up. Oh, yeah. Jesus Christ, man. Y'all gotta chill with that shit. That's all I'm saying. But I'm very excited to get into this. Also, I know Chris mentioned you guys were featured in Clerks 3, which I did see you guys post about that, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, that is so sick. That is mind-blowing to me. So kudos to that. I feel like I did say kudos when it actually did happen, but now I actually get to see it in video. So, if I do get canceled at some point, then
we'll have it
I will have it on record. It will be here.
You have the Notes app ready on your phone?
I'm actually recording this now while I'm recording. Okay.
This timestamp actually.
Yeah. So actually, I didn't get canceled because I said this. But no, it's so sick. And again, kudos to the Clerks team for rocking with this song. How did that happen? Because I feel like people want to know how that came to be. Did they reach out to you guys, or did you guys submit, or whatever?
In a timeline, Kevin did put out a tweet like, "Hey, we're looking for like local artists for the track to fill out
very
the
sick.
movie."
Okay.
And I just happened to be like at the stash at the time, so I was doing all like inventory and junk, and I was like, you know what? I'll throw a little tweet out there, a little text, see what I can do to make happen. Bada bing, bada boom. It was an important day somewhere, but then I got a text from a number I didn't know. And lo and behold, it was like him. Hey, I downloaded glitches off of iTunes, but I need the master file. You want to send that to me? And I was like, who is this? And it was friggin'
It's a
Kevin
Nigerian
Smith
prince.
himself.
That's who it was.
Yeah. Yeah, send me $150
Yes,
and your
$150.
finest waves.
Kevin Smith is my Nigerian prince.
We had a
Flag files.
Nigerian prince actually a few days ago. Anyway, I'll get into that. Go ahead, Chris. Keep going.
And it was just like, slowly but surely it wound up happening, and then we got like the official paperwork and everything. And to be honest, I didn't believe it was real until we got to the premiere.
Yeah.
The day of.
You're like, man, this is a sick joke, guys.
We went. So me, Chris, and Darian went to the premiere, and we're like, I wonder if they're actually gonna play the
So
song.
what happens if it's not there?
Because when the contract said it could get because we had to sign a contract and everything like that. It said it could be cut, right?
Yeah,
Did it
there
say
was
it
a
could
clause
be-
that said it didn't have to be included,
Yeah.
which is fine because movies go through the editing floor all the time.
Sure.
So, I was just kind of holding my breath for like the entire movie, just like, oh God, did I just lie to everyone? Not one, but a million times.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it was weird.
The big payoff. Not only obviously it was great when we heard our song, the entire song we played in the one scene, but to me the payoff was when the credits rolled up, and then you see glitches, serious matters, and the 5 are individual names all spelt correctly.
That was
like
sick.
the big kicker. I'm like, they did it. Like, because all our names sound like bits that people made up. So
Yeah.
like, it's just when my last name is Sandelman, and believe me, it's never spelled correctly.
He's never worn sandals in his life. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Croc sandals?
a seltzer. He's not sparkling seltzer.
Yeah.
He's just regular seltzer.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Chris Mad.
Yeah, that's not. That's a bit.
Wait,
Chris
2Ds.
2D.
I'm actually very happy all the time. Christopher Angry.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Christopher. But that's amazing, and I probably would feel the same way if like everything happened in that way. I would be like the last minute, be like, "There's no way. There's no way." That
We
this
held on
song's-
to that secret for years.
Yeah, it was like a 1.5 2 year
Ooh.
thing. I was just like, one day at work, I was signing out like props to the production managers and the team, and I was like, I wonder what's going on. Why is everyone getting all this old stuff for Clerks? Huh. Whatever.
Seems
And I
weird.
went working all my day.
Man, Chris just dropping the subtle hints,
You
He's like,
know,
oh
it's just-
yeah, it'd be really
is
cool.
what it is.
Clerks 3, and then he like puts it up on the fucking leg.
yeah, just like right behind me.
He pulls Kevin Smith out of nowhere like a
Yeah.
magic trick.
Actually,
Yeah,
I wound up
actually,
getting to be on set for 2 of the days for 2 different scenes, and that was really cool. They filmed a bunch of stuff near another job that I work at, and then at the place that I was living at the time. So I got to see like pieces of that at
Oh, that's
2 in
sick.
the morning. It was so cool, but it was so late. Oh my god, they shot literally like till 5 a.m.
Ooh.
They did some serious filming.
That's
So
some
that was really
that's
cool
some,
being there.
That's some serious matters right there.
That That's copywritten.
Ooh, man, my lawyer's already on their way. Check your door.
Oh, shit. They're here.
Lawyer up.
They come
Fucko.
They come bursting through my window on the 3rd floor of my apartment.
Baby. We got
The
cowboy
SWAT
boots.
team comes through my roof. It'd be great. Don't actually do that, SWAT team. I know you're watching this, so don't do it.
Yeah, friends of the show, the SWAT team.
The SWAT
friends
team.
Of the pod. Friends of the pod.
Friends of the pod, come on the show. Be real sick.
Yeah.
Love to have you.
Cowards.
Make sure to tell me all the government secrets. That'd be sick. But yeah, no, I thought that was really sick, and I felt the need to point it out because how often does that happen? I feel like that doesn't really happen too often. So, kudos to you guys. Kudos to Kevin Smith.
One
That's
good
awesome.
time.
As you can see, we're a very pro Kevin band between Kevin Andriasen at the studio and Kevin Smith.
So many
shout out
Kevins.
Kevin from Poeta as well.
Filling in for
We're-
Kenny.
We're a pro Kevin band.
Kevin the fuck.
That's a different story.
There's a lot of different Kevins out there, and they've all helped us in
Yeah,
many different ways.
Truly, yeah,
Shouts out to the.
yeah.
They should just make a shirt that just says Pro Kevin on it.
Oh, Kevin.
Pro Kevin. I'm just saying. Kenny, get on it. Do it.
Oh,
It'll be a
yeah,
collaboration.
why don't you change your name, Kenny?
Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevin Biles.
Okay, it'll work.
Yeah. That's an awful,
I can see him getting so mad. He's just like, fuck. bro.
I think Kevin wouldn't work with us again if we showed up. It's like, oh yeah, Kenny changed his name to Kevin. He'd be like, get the fuck out of my studio.
Please leave.
Weirdo.
Be like, I know you guys love me, but seriously, why'd you name a member after me? It's so weird. God. All right, now give me your money so I can give you the next record. All right, cool, great. No, that's awesome. And then I feel like I have to ask Kenny about the bit I made about the Nigerian prince. So now he can finally tell his Nigerian prince
yeah.
story.
So the other day, we got an email from hold on. It's a car group. Give me a second.
Let's dox him right now on the show.
Dude, it was so good. Oh, Maybach Music Group.
Oh God.
Which is like a subdivision of Atlantic Records, which is like a subdivision of like Bad Boy Records. It's the dumbest thing ever.
We will lend you the money.
Yeah, so they emailed us and they were like, it was some dude who was pretending to be
Poochie Gucci.
Dr.
yeah, Gucci
What's his
Poochie,
name?
whatever.
Alexander
He
P.
was DJ Khaled's manager at one point.
What?
And he was like, you guys sound really awesome. I'd love to sign you. I just need to fly you guys out down to Miami. Blah, 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 blah. Just give me money. And-
let's do the money and we'll take
And
it from
so
there.
I took it upon myself because I always find it fun to do things like this. I was
Respect.
like, just give me a call. And he was like, I'll give you a call when you give me money. And I was like, give me a call. And he was like, well, the way this works is you give me money to verify. I send you a contract and we lends you money.
Lends you money.
And then I can give you a call. And I said, how about you suck these nuts and then give me a call? And it just kept going for like
Lend
6
these
more
nuts.
emails.
Cleanse these nuts, baby. I'm right and focused.
Oh, yeah, that's what I said. Lens these nuts.
That seems like a Ligma moment right there. So
Dude, that wouldn't be the first time we've got fake emailed by a record label.
And they're always cars for some reason. I've seen like Cadillac records, like all these like obviously fake Instagram pages where it's
Yeah,
like
dude.
this link for promotion.
Prius records.
yeah, I'm starting
Big Sandy Cool records.
My Fiat 500 records.
Jesus.
I'm gonna
1990s Civic records.
start the audio addiction record label and just dox everybody here. So
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go, everyone.
Just be like, I'd love to schedule you for an interview, but first you got to give me $50 just to verify that
just
you're
to verify.
Can
Yeah.
we dox with sales ahead on the show right now?
No.
Well, actually, to get on Discord, I had to pay $50 and I had to send them my social security number and everything.
How
so I
dare
don't
they?
know. We'll get back on that.
Yeah,
We'll
you
figure
should.
out.
Yeah.
Said it
Damn you, Bill Gates.
Discord is spelt with a K in it. All right, that's I think I got goofed.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, you
actually
might
it's
have.
actually
Yeah.
not it's not Discord, it's Dickcord.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
crap.
God. Yeah, I think
Well-
there's this the lead singer of With Sails Ahead, Ciara. I think she's a
Sarah.
little she's
Sarah,
she's a little
Sarah.
weird.
Yeah, we know Sarah.
Yeah, she's a
And Josh.
little
and-
sauce.
Yeah. Shout out
Yeah.
to Josh.
Why would she ask for $50 from you guys? That seems weird.
You know what? Because we featured her in a video, and she was like, "All right, my lawyers are here." During
With
our
Sails
Moving
Ahead
Away
legal
show,
group.
Sierra came out and absolutely slaughtered it during. We played
Yeah.
used, and we never play used. And she came up and literally, like Kenny's face when she's going to town. Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa! It was awesome going
It's
to
Give
an
her a hug and everything.
There's a top 10 mojo. Like that's what I feel like Kenny's face would have been.
Dude, if you watch that video,
I did. I watched it. I saw
was
your
like-
face.
all right. Yeah, I was like, nice.
And it's always been a dream to like to have like a duet with Sierra. So like that was really cool just to be, just going back and forth, me singing and her screaming. Like it was amazing.
It only took 5 years, but we got there.
Yeah.
Only 5 years. Just like this interview. It only took 5 years.
That's right.
So I think you guys like to do things in fives, which is a little nuts,
It's the long-term plan.
It's
That's
a-
next record
The next
5 years
interview
from
is
now.
going to be 5 years from now. Be like, "Hey guys, so we're in our old folks home right
70s.
now."
This is our senior
This
citizen
is,
era.
yeah, this is yeah.
Died 2 years ago.
Seltzer's been a hologram now for about 2 years. We just uploaded his AI.
I'm gonna have an eye patch. That's it.
Yeah, dude. When's your escape from New York? Like Snake Plissken era.
Oh yeah.
Soon.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Soon,
God.
actually.
We need to
That's the
get
thing
you,
about
like,
it. Soon.
Tight leather pants. And, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Almost there.
They'll be in their hair metal phase in the next interview, so I'm pretty.
Yeah, I gotta get hair
excited.
plugs first.
Okay, good. Get those hair plugs, bud. Get them.
Next step for the band is dethroning one of the big four.
I mean, Slayer is retired, so technically that spot's open.
Yeah.
So really, when you think the big
Yeah.
four, we're there. That's
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
there. We're
you
there.
are a part of the big four right now.
Yeah.
Overkill
Talented
knocked
band.
out Slayer.
Yeah.
so now-
Other Jersey band Overkill. Yeah,
And serious. Oh, well, then you would have to kill Overkill then, because
that's fine. Kill
Ah,
Overkill.
crap.
yeah. Well, because we can only have one New Jersey band in each slot, so you
Yeah.
gotta find them.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
actually do that, guys. Don't do it. Don't do it.
rough. Viewers at home.
Don't actually go find out where they live. They're like, here's their address.
Listen, we're not saying go find them.
Yeah, hypothetically.
But if I would, here's how I would do it.
Oh my god. All right. Before actual SWAT team comes to my house, we're gonna stop it there. The next question I have for you guys is, I love asking this question. What are you guys currently jamming? What's on the Spotify? What have you guys been listening to lately?
Ooh. Please. You want to go first?
Okay. I can someone else go first? I have to think about this.
Absolutely.
I'm actually gonna pull my I'm gonna pull my phone out and check. I'm sorry.
I love
I
it.
don't-
Do it
I
up.
don't like pulling my phone out during interviews. But
Nah, you gotta do it. It's a must.
Kenny, what about you? If you don't have it, I've got it.
So there's actually a few things, and they're all gonna sound really dumb.
That's all right.
So, because I work at Disney,
Hell yeah, brother.
I, for some reason,
The Frozen
can't stop listening to some of the Pixar soundtracks, like Up. Like the very sad scene where they show you like the marriage and all through the life.
You just spoil Up for me. I haven't. Are you kidding me right now?
It's the first 10 minutes.
You're spoiling Up for me.
But the piano sequence is really amazing. But yeah, some of the Pixar music is kind of crazy, and I listen to it all day. So now I listen to it at home sometimes too,
Wow.
because the composition of the music is ridiculous to me. Like it's awesome. There's actually another band called AM Overcast. They actually got played on our radio
Oh,
on
nice.
Apple Music that my brother found, and they're like a localish band from Canada. But yeah, they're like a math rocky type of band that was on my radio or on Serious Matters radio, and then my brother brought it to me, and now it's on my radio all the time. Um, Funnily enough, like B.O.B., Paramore, um, Closure in Moscow, things like that. And then
Ooh.
Thrice just re-released their Artist in the Ambulance record, so that's good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like that's I'm all over the map recently,
I feel
but
that.
yeah.
I've got 4 for you right now on the top of the list. We got Closure in Moscow's new release. It's absolutely golden. After like 14 years or 10 years of not putting anything out, this next record is going to be a clapper and a half.
Ooh, gonna have to listen.
Number 2, American Theory. They're a band from North Carolina. They are absolutely stellar out of Charlotte. You got to check them out. They are definitely huge coming up. And I would love to actually. I was trying to get us to play with them when we were going down there, but things just didn't work out schedule-wise. There is So Much Light's release, Damien Part 2, and his new single that he put out. Those are getting played constantly in my house. Such a great guy. Sosis, So Much Light, huge. Check them out. And then the last one has been. I don't know if you guys have seen Stranger Things. The dude who plays Steve Harrington.
Yes.
He's got a band called Joe, DJO.
Yes.
And my God, they are the vibiest vibe that has ever vibed on my vibe.
What was that? Finn Wolfhard or something?
Yeah, Finn Wolfhard also has one. And then the one who plays Dustin as well is also like a rocker.
It's a very musical cast.
Yeah.
Huge. Even Maya Hawke has some crazy bangers right now that are like if you're into indie singer-songwriter, she too has some fire stuff that you need to check out.
There we go. I'll have to listen.
Mine's way less interesting. I have like musical ADD, so I'm just like furious that I'm at work and just flipping through Spotify, but just hitting like the recently played. Let's see. I mean, we got well, I can't really say our album, but I've been listening to some Sleep. Dope Smokers usually like a go-to because like that takes up like a whole hour. And yeah, Poeta's on here. Been listening to a lot of
Oh.
Hi, Kevin.
Call a shout out to Poeta. They fucking rule.
For me, I'm going through my replay of 2023 so far on Apple Music. I'll go. So the first 2 songs on here, there's "Down into the Rotting Earth" by Crowbar. The Crowbar, can't go wrong. And then "Ready, Willing, and Able" by the Tavoris, which is like an R&B band from the 70s. They rip. Yeah. And then the band Drain.
Oh,
California.
yeah.
They fucking rip, and their new record's coming out this May, and the first 3 singles from that record have definitely been on rotation a lot. So, yeah.
I love it. That's great. Fucking slamming.
Rolling.
I also love that Kenny was like, yeah, I listened to the Pixar soundtrack, and that kind of threw me for a loop. So, something you didn't know.
So on like the writing side of Serious Matters, I do a lot of composition. Like Chris is like the idea machine, but I like to do the composition of the music. So I listen to a lot of like funnily enough, for whenever I listen to a lot of pop music.
Okay.
Just to see like, hey, what are people like what makes it to radio versus what I listen to, because I listen to like Coheed and things like that, and it's a very niche market. So I listen to almost everything now just to see what we can do to maybe make it a little bit more appealing to people, as well as being ourselves at the same time.
Tightrope to walk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tightrope.
Very fine line. There we go. Yeah.
Salutes to Kenny. Walking the tightrope here.
Fucking
The man's a G.
over here.
Love this guy.
I'm the next. What is it? Who does Star Wars? Can't think of his name.
John Williams.
Yeah.
You're next, John.
Catch
Oh
me
my
on
God.
Mando season 4. How about that?
DJ Khaled.
I like how he's like, I'm gonna be the next guy who does the Star Wars thing and can't remember what his name is.
DJ Khaled.
Catch me Mando season 4. How about that?
He's gonna be listening. It's like, I think the soundtrack needs more pinch harmonics.
Chris.
They actually said we need less of these. I can confirm for a fact. Please stop Zach Wild.
Lightsaber battles are going on. I'm like, Chris, I just need you to do a pinch harmonic every time the lightsaber touch.
Oh, dude, it would sound like an episode of Death Clock. That's what it would.
I love that.
Music arranging. Kenny's been I can create ideas all the damn time, but when it comes to sitting down and being like, all right, this is a bridge, this is a chorus, this is a verse, it is absolutely mind-numbing to me personally. So that's when Kenny's like focus in, hone ability, and then I'll come back to the project and it'll have everything broken up nice, neatly, and marked, and I'm like, wow, that was awesome.
And I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I really don't. I don't know how to play. I can't tell you what I do. I just do it.
Respect.
Yeah, so it's kind of knowing what you're doing.
That's like me. I don't fucking
His
know what I'm
hands
doing.
know what they're doing.
Yeah, and then Chris is like, so what did you play? And I'm like, and he's like, got it. That's like a chord. And
Yeah, he'll say it the way he says it, then I translate it, and then I translate it to the rest of the band, and everyone
That's
else
respect.
is like, oh,
Yeah, I get it.
I speak
Yeah.
Kenny.
I speak
Very
Kenny knees.
literacy in this band.
I feel like musicians are those types of people where you can just like music speak, where you can just be like, yeah, so I really think that like ba 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 da 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 sounds sick, and they're like, no, I feel like you should do da 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 da, and then you're like, okay, that kind of sounds better. I like that.
Darian up here to the top. If it goes from musical knowledge from Kenny to Darian, Darian is like you mean the got, and then everyone else will be like, oh yeah, no, I mean the got. And
Speak drum.
yeah,
That's true.
Yeah.
in terms of music knowledge, I honestly think I'm bottom of the totem pole.
That's a lie.
Who's the bottom of the totem pole?
Bottom of the totem. Dog, I can't even read. So,
yeah, we have
Illiterate.
imagine the illiterate guy in the band who also writes the lyrics. It's crazy, man.
it's impressive.
It's crazy. I don't know how I do it every time.
I don't even read.
Yes, sir.
I say.
The song,
the line. Write that down.
The hammer and chisel. Oh, yes.
And that's how I write songs.
And then meanwhile, Matt's just like, you show him some words, he's like, yeah, I don't get that.
Sure, words, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out. Yeah.
I'll figure him
I've
out.
seen a word before.
Yeah.
I know what a syllable is.
It's impressive that
you're.
it's impressive that Matt sings those words that he doesn't know. I think that's like,
I
that's,
talk pretty good too.
You talk.
Dude, it drives me bananas. So he wrote like the most heartfelt song, which is Dragonfly, and he makes fun of the fucking thing. I'm like, what are you doing?
You gotta laugh. I don't know if you yeah.
You can't laugh at yourself.
Yeah.
Who can you laugh?
Yeah.
At? I will say that your bass parts still like I can't play them as you recorded them. They're fucking.
Oh, thank
sick.
you.
So, I just want to throw that out there.
Thank you.
He is the better bassist in the band.
Salutes to Matt and Mike. Salutes. Both sick bass players, Just saying.
Thank you.
Except for Matt. I don't like that guy.
Yeah.
He's not good.
No one does.
Matt and Seltzer, great bass players.
Actually, that bass player in American Stereo, I dig
He's a
the
menace.
way he
That guy's a
slaps
a
that bass.
menace.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. But he plays a mean 4 strings.
They call him the Red Bank Ruffians.
Wanted in 10 states.
He is.
Georgia included.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
There's so many layers to this crossover episode, like, because I've had American Stereo on, I've had With Sales Ahead on, like, there's so many things that if you haven't watched other videos that I've done, this will make zero sense in context.
We're encouraging, click through.
Cross promotion.
Your
My guys.
We're going Marvel with it. You gotta
I love
watch
it. Yeah.
for any one of them to make sense.
I'm
It's
actually
the-
just going down the list of the bands I've done sound for around here, and I'm just like, all right.
We call it
Oh.
the Chris Kunachuk media universe.
Yes.
Fair enough. Yeah.
That's
I'm part of that cinematic
Which is
universe.
also
All part of
crossed
the
over
cinematic.
with the audio addiction cinematic universe. You know?
correct.
Yeah.
I take much pride knowing that we were his first music video.
Yeah.
Yeah, back at the place where you interviewed us.
Yeah.
It all started back at that rehearsal spot.
And it's so funny because when we asked him, he's like, I could try.
I've got a camera,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, I guess I could do it.
That's
Yeah, he's like, I could try it.
And now look, it's great.
stereo. He's like, you want to play guitar? I don't know. I could try.
I could
playing
try
guitar."
taste.
Can we big salute Chris Kunachuk right now for
Yeah.
being the absolute man?
Yeah, like the seventh member of the band.
Yeah.
My man has been there for so many things constantly.
Yeah.
Shouts to Chris, the goat.
Truly.
My champion.
The next thing I wanted to say, guys, I don't think I mentioned it thus far yet, but Mistaking Wasps for Dragonflies, there's a live version of it. Also, Chef's Kiss, go check that out. I think it's so interesting when bands do live albums as well. So gotta give kudos to that because I saw it on the Spotify. I was like, they released a live version? What the fuck? Why didn't I check that out?
Yeah, the
Yeah, it was a
Dragonflies.
huge pain in the ass.
It was tremendously the most pain in the ass thing we have done to date. However, the fruits of our labor were totally worth all of the ass paintedness that we had previously.
Yeah, that was Chris's first like engineering job, right?
First full band engineering job, because I'm more of a comedy audio engineer. I'll go to different comedy clubs and do all stuff like that, and then produce those. But this was my first time getting with all the instruments and dealing with like 23 tracks and being like, oh, this is 17 or this is like 10 songs. Crap.
Yeah, it's awesome that it worked out, but a huge pain in the ass. I remember I looked at Chris and Darian one day and I just said, hey, that was great, let's never do that again.
Someone broke a string right before we started.
What?
Seltzer, that whole day,
Yeah.
dude.
Cross state lines to make that work.
To the Guitar Center in
Yeah.
Pennsylvania. Yeah.
Oh
If
my God,
in
yeah.
the
So-
video footage, we all look a little angry by the time we
A
find-
2 to 3 hour day turned into like an 11-hour day, and by the time we started to record, I personally was fucking done. I was over it. I didn't even want to be there anymore. I was so over it.
Anymore.
It was a big undertaking, and it was a big DIY project for us because we did it at Darian's studio down by him in Trenton, and then a bunch of his friends who work at the studio were helping us out.
Oh, thank God for
we
them. Oh my God.
we had Chris Kunachuk shooting the whole thing, and just a lot of different parts that.
Shout out to Jose and Quasi for
Yeah,
being
shout out
there.
to Jose and Quasi, like
it wouldn't have.
the whole squad there.
Squad.
And yeah, a lot of things happened that day, but
We
Checked
had
it.
people running,
yeah.
we had people running audio. We had our friend Quasi running lights. We had Darian also recording audio, and then we had Chris doing cameras, and every fucking thing you could possibly think of went wrong.
Murray,
All at different times too. So by the time we started to record, I went outside to just take a breather, and Darian came. And he's like, I'm done. Like I'm so over this.
It was the
And
first
then audio files went missing at the end of
No.
They were
Oh.
corrupted. That was
Yeah.
amazing. We literally did a whole full song that just didn't get released. Summertime.
it. Oh yeah, there's a reason why Summer Tides is missing.
So we were just like, all right, we're gonna roll with every single punch.
But it's
It was-
cool though. Like, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was gonna say it was our first time doing in-ear mixes as well. So all you heard was the drums when we were
Yeah.
playing.
That's
Everything
wild.
else was quiet. It was really amazing, but it's also the first time I found out I need wireless stuff because I pulled my Axe Effects front facing right onto the input jack. Broke that wire real nice, like just cried only a little bit. Just hurt a smidge.
Everybody hurts.
All in all, it was a big learning curve. So now we know what to do next time if we decide to do it. But it would take a lot of negotiations with Darian for that to happen.
I've got this. No, I got a new board. We got a 24 track now.
If we
Hey.
had to do it, we could definitely do it better, because I think it's not only it was the first time doing it, and like Kenny was saying, like Murphy's Law kind of fucked us. Like every point of failure. Oh, is Brandon still with us?
Yes, I am.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
You were listening intently. I couldn't tell if you were.
I was,
everything. Everything that could go wrong went wrong. In sequence, just like throughout the day. So you fix one thing, it's like, oh well, now this thing's fucked.
Yeah. That's literally how it was. Like, oh, hey, looks like we're ready to
You're
roll.
like, oh yeah, this is fixed now, and it's just like the other thing that you have is just like smoking. You're like, fuck, man, I gotta fix this now.
It's cool though. Oops, sorry.
No. I was waiting for you to.
I was
Go
saying
on, Ed,
it's cool
Kenny.
though because we did like minimal work to fix audio files in terms of like making it sound good. We didn't do much. I mean, unless Chris is lying to me when he did the mixing, but
No, not really. The biggest thing was drums. We had an issue with the drum mixer that was going
oh,
on.
the popping.
There was some
Oof.
weird pop and click from
We
the
had a
floor.
bad cable.
It was something like that. The floor tom or the kick had something that would make it go.
I think the snare was picking up on the floor tom.
Oh, shit.
And like we had to work around that, and I was like, well, we can't get another take of those. Oh, crap.
You could hear it in some songs, but it's so minimal because all in all together, everything sounds solid for being live.
Sure.
So
yeah.
it's just kind of like, oh, it's live, whatever. And that's what we chalked it up to. By the end of it, we were just like, fuck it, it's live. Shit happens.
Fucking thing
Do it
sucks.
fucking live.
You literally fucking thing sucks. Yes.
That was our attitude the entire time.
Literally. Dude, if you look at me in some takes, I'm just like,
Angry.
He's angrily playing a riff. Love it.
I'm pretty sure I just stared straight most of the time we were recording. I was just so over.
I just want somebody to watch that and then come to this interview and Kenny's like smiling. He's like, "Oh my god, he does have joy in his life. That's insane."
I watch it all the time. So my fiance was there too. She was just kind of hanging out, and when we go back and watch it, she's just like, "You were not having a good time." at all."
I feel like anybody in that sort of situation, like when you have to do those things live, like I only think about when I see bands like tour and they're going to like a different different venue every night pretty much. Like that's their personal hell is like, oh, okay. Like I've seen bands like play live and have things go wrong and like you have like a lot of people or a sold out crowd or whatever and they're all like, so like
And then you hear the Windows noise during like a breakdown, and you're like, "Oh crap, my battery's dying." Yeah, seriously.
You see,
I think
the
out of
laptop
all
goes
of us,
out.
Darian was the most pissed off.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Darian, let us know in the comments on a scale of 1 to 10
sound
how
off,
pissed
Yeah,
are
if you're Darian,
Darian was the ultimate.
Yeah.
This fucking thing sucks. That was it.
How mad do you think Darian was?
Yeah, let us know
Yeah.
down in the comments, especially
Don't
if you're
forget to like,
Darian.
share, and subscribe this video.
It'll
too.
take negotiations in order to get him back to doing that project again.
Oh yeah.
oh guys,
Yeah.
I have something that I forgot about.
What is
That is
that?
also totally live adjacent. So before we do this crazy tour that we're about to head off to, which isn't crazy, it's just the East Coast, we're going to be pressing like direct to vinyl sessions
yeah.
in Brooklyn at Least of All Recordings. We're teaming up with them, and we'll be pressing those 7-inch cuts of Glitches or The Stars Align, personalized for you. Each take is its own record. Bam, right there.
Did I hear that? Vinyl? Oh my god.
Yeah, we got those lathe cuts.
Lathe
Fucking
cut vinyl.
Oh shit.
Personalized.
And they're only pre-orders. Only pre-orders, no extras.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you want one, go find the link.
I'll be bootlegging them after the fact. It's
And if
fine.
we're plugging merch, I personally had my fiance go grab this. Also pick up a shirt for Audio Addiction.
Oh yeah, thank you, Kenny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
appreciate
I
it.
love that.
Oh, thank
I
you.
wore this to Disney one day, and they just stared at me.
Well,
On
also,
OnlyBans, all you get's
now-
armpit and feet pics.
Kenny can't be the only one, you know. I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like I have to, you know.
Wow, Brandon, where did you get that shirt?
Wow, I got it at Audio Addiction merch. You can go pick one up. Luckily, that flew on the bed because otherwise it'd have cat litter all over it. So that's sick. Very awesome. Guys, you can go pick one up. Always links in the description. You know, I feel like everybody asked me, they're like, yo, man, how can I support you? And I was just like, there's a link to my merch store in the bio. Like, if you want to buy something, that'd be sick. I don't, like, do this because I want to be, like, the next Bill Gates and make, like, a fuck ton of money, you know? I'm just doing this 'cause
Yeah, it was only
I love the boys.
$90 for a shirt. No, I'm just-
And it wasn't even signed, man. What the fuck? You said you were
Don't
going to send that
worry.
shit signed to me.
I'll be bootlegging those too.
Okay,
very
sick.
soon.
Find
Love
me in
it.
the parking.
You know? Find Matt in a parking lot somewhere. Yeah.
Honestly, no. That's probably where you'll find me half the time in a parking lot. Yeah, bootlegging. our
I just
merch
love
and-
how Matt just is now starting this ring of like bootleg merch. You just see him like roll up
Side
into
hustle.
like a random parking lot, and he's just like, "Yo, so would you like any of these merch?" And he like opens up like his trunk.
Audio
It's just like
addiction.
it's audio addiction,
American
like serious
American.
matter rips, like all this shit.
What band do you want to see?
Yeah,
Matt
which band do you want to see next? He just like
in the comments.
Which band Matt's gonna bootleg?
he just has a screen printing machine in the back of his car. He like bootlegs it right in front of you. You're like, wait, I'm in this band. Why are you bootlegging my merch, you asshole?
Because
Chris and
I
I come out, we're just like, Matt, what are you doing? He's like, shit.
can't.
And then he closes up.
And then he hops in the van that we have to get into.
Did you know, once upon a time, we let Matt have a t-shirt gun with bootlegs?
No. This can't be real.
Yeah, so we play back
Oh
when I
my god.
yeah, so these are back in the Wild West days of when I used to be the
Hey.
bass player in the band, and our good friend Carlos from Flodoman was singing for
Hey,
us.
Carlos.
We played a show at NJIT,
What?
and the kid who ran the show
It was
made
college day, yeah.
He was college at NJIT.
They
The
just had
kid,
money to blow.
the kid who ran the show made bootleg shirts of all the bands that played. So there are Serious Matter bootleg shirts out
Wow.
there. And he had this t-shirt gun, and he gave every time a band had their set on the stage, he's like, all right, here's the t-shirt gun, go crazy. And so yeah, there
Go
are
crazy.
actually bootleg Serious Matter shirts out there.
There you go. Well, guys,
You have one.
if you have a bootleg, you know, if you have
Bootleg
a bootleg
that shirt.
Serious Matter shirt, make sure to, you know, DM me and
Down below.
Yeah.
send me money first, and then I'll give you deal, and then, you know, we'll be good. So
Yeah, lends me $50
Lends me-
and then we'll
lends
go
me $50. I'll
have a
I'll send address later.
Docs.
No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, if you'd like to support what I do, links below. I feel weird always plugging my merch. Like,
Plug that shit.
I hate it, man.
I'm a shill, man.
I'm not a
just
shiller.
shilling
I just
Serious
shill
Matters.
for. Listen, go pick up a Serious Matters shirt, CD. Go fucking buy their shit. You know, you want to
Go
see them
buy
put out a
his
fucking.
shit.
You want to
Go
see.
buy
You want to
his
see
shit.
another fucking EP, another album. Go support these dudes. Go pick up that vinyl. Go
Not him.
go support the homies, my guys. Yeah. I honestly was hoping that Chris was gonna put like a background on the green screen. So guys, if you think I should put a background on the green screen, let me know. I'll do it.
It was my first lewd photo that I took for my OnlyFans, and everyone said I should probably take that down. So
That's probably
It was too hot.
it was
it's-
too NSFW.
distracting.
that's
yeah.
later.
7-foot wide.
That's
thing.
for the
It's just on
Patreon.
Twitter trending. How about that?
Oh my god. Well, it's been nice knowing you guys.
I'll remember you all in therapy.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna get canceled after this. So
I'll be doxing all of you in my apologies. letter. I'm opening my notes app right
here's
now.
where Kenny lives in Florida.
Yep.
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. No one.
I live in a gated community. Try it.
You heard it here first, guys. Try Kenny. That's
Anthony Dentino.
try, address
Try to break into Kenny's house. If you break into Kenny's house, comment below. We'll send you a t-shirt.
A bootleg t-shirt.
I'm gonna get a call from security one day. Kenny, there's like 20 people out here for you. I don't know what they're trying to do.
They said they're having a block party,
Tell
but I don't know what that
security Kenny
means.
said it was cool.
They said you had bootleg merch here. I don't know.
One of them's wearing a Miria Saturn shirt.
Matt can't spell.
Our merch says Tongan. I don't get it.
I regret not getting one.
We do. We actually, they are out there. We do have misspelled t-shirts.
No, what?
That's about it. Like just like we
And
have
they're not
boots.
even t-shirts, they're fucking sweaters.
Yeah, we have official crew necks that are out there with misspelled lyrics on there.
Yeah, Tom,
Oh,
Chris hit the bong a little too hard, and then when he sent me the design, I was like, yeah, dude, that's great.
All 5 of them, not just
There
Kenny.
was
We all proved it. We
We're all
all
like,
proved
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we all proved
there
it.
were
my
there was
God.
like 40 crew necks that we sold out of, and all of them misspelled tonight.
no,
Today
no,
we
no,
did
And the
no.
fucked up part was, it was my friend's old girlfriend who was just like, "Did you know that the crew necks misspelled?" And I was like,
What?
What?
Yeah,
And
I
she's
was
like,
at the merch
"Yeah,
table.
look." And then she had my friend turn around, and I was just like,
Oh, fuck.
"Motherfucker!" And I found Chris immediately.
And then the Curb Your Enthusiasm
Dude,
bit comes
nobody
in.
realized but her. Nobody had a fucking idea until we started telling people.
And now everyone knows. So
Well, it's funny because people started buying them just for the fuck up.
Misprint.
Yeah. Those were our best-selling
Sweaters.
the best,
Yeah.
the
Dude, we
best selling
sold them
one
in
is a
like 2
misprint.
weeks.
Just fuck it up again and just say, "Oh, sorry guys, we must have misprinted this one again." Oh
Chris is
shit.
overworked, man. Just we couldn't spell check today.
Tongan had become the mood, baby.
We gave it to Matt. He can't spell, so
I can't.
we can't read.
I
you
didn't know
so-
what. So the funny thing was, a little behind the scenes things. Brandon was asking us about doing. This is done through Discord. I had no idea what the fuck Discord was. Just real grandpa moment over here. Just like, what the? Great, okay. Like,
Is that like a telephone?
yeah, I had no idea. So yes, I'm
I just
technologically
call
literate.
you through here. I'm like, "Hey Matt, what's your answer, Matt?" And then I just put my phone up to the microphone.
I just get just bleeps immediately.
I started watching Seinfeld at work, and I'm telling you right now, I've never realized how much Matt is George from
Well,
Seinfeld.
here's the thing. You just started watching it. Between Jerry, George, Elaine, and Kramer, you're gonna see me in all 4 of them, and that's not a good thing about me. That is really not a good thing about me. You will see all me in all.
But
Once you meet Frank Costanza, George's father, that's even more me, which is even weirder.
dude, I was, as I was watching this, because I was watching it with I do the overnight, so it gets pretty boring, and we have to try to stay awake, and so we watch things on Netflix, and literally with my coworker, we're watching, and I turn to her and I just go, "This is my fucking singer." And she's like, "What?" And I was like, "This is like 100% my singer." And she's like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, "Everything about this fucking character is my singer Matt."
I'm a
And you
sociopath.
start-
I'm sorry. I'm a fucking sociopath. I can't change that. I can, but that gives me charm.
The ocean.
I mean,
was
he
cool
is
right
he is bone. I mean, his middle name is Bone Sauce. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
George Bones.
Live the gimmick, brother.
Yeah,
Yeah.
respect. Yeah, I
Anthony
love
Dentino.
it. How many times are we gonna shout out Dentino in this video?
I
As
think
many
that's like number
times.
5.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is number 5. I
The
love
next
it.
time we do it, he has
No.
to start paying us now.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Dentino. Dentino still has to pay me. So Dentino.
Oh,
I
he's
don't
on
think
the
I
pay
fucking
list now.
forgot, bitch.
I have his address. I actually do have his address. We could dox him.
Listen, we're not gonna
No, we're not gonna dox anyone, Matt. All right. He may be your dad, but you can't dox him. All right. So can't have that.
Yeah,
Can't have.
Matt is the one trying to lend us money because he's really down with doxing right now.
I know.
I'm not a Nigerian prince. What are you talking about?
Okay, all right, I'll take your word at
Yeah.
it, face value.
But honestly, talk to me after this. I do need money.
Oh, okay, 1500. No smooth.
No questions. Just
You know what?
and I
Out of sight,
promise
out
you,
of
you'll
mind.
get it back eventually. But give me the money first, and we'll talk. All right?
What's the vig?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Trying
what
to
are
get hair
what
plugs.
are you doing with
Okay?
that money, Matt? Huh?
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
this is
You
going
see
off
what I
the
deal
rails.
with every day?
I love this. This is great. The next question I have for you guys is, I picked this up. Shouts to Hot Ones. I feel like this is a good crossover question here. He asked, shouts to Sean. You know, Sean, I know you watch my show, so big salutes.
Show.
Friend of the show.
bald
Friend of the
person.
show. Yeah, another fellow bald person. Yeah, respect. He asked the question, like, what is your Mount Rushmore of artists? So I feel like I have to ask you guys, what is your Mount Rushmore of artists? What are your go-tos?
That's easy.
Tell me, Kenny.
Coheed, Thrice, Bayside,
It was easy.
The Used.
Ooh, okay. Respect. And then you do have the used flag on the back. Salutes.
I think their first two records are like peak 2000s music. Like,
I would agree.
Tippy top, just right
Masterpiece.
yeah, and Bert literally has one of the greatest voices in our lifetimes, I honestly think, and screams too.
there. Yeah, those screams are vicious.
They are.
Who's Mount Rushmore?
It's 4 dudes.
Who is Mount Rushmore?
Who is Mount Rushmore?
So realistically, everyone knows I'm an unapologetic Van Halen fan, especially the classic lineup. So this is not even a joke. My Mount Rushmore is going to be David Lee Roth, Eddie Van Halen, Alex Van Halen, Michael Anthony, the classic Van Halen lineup, like flawless music for me. So yeah, there you go. It is a loud mountain. You're right.
That is a loud mountain.
I've been to Loud Mountain before.
That's a coked up mountain. That's a very coked up mountain.
Very coked up mountain. We love it.
It would make sense. It is white, so.
Definitely, I have to say Coheed, like Kenny. But I mean, if anybody knows us at all, that's not a surprise.
Fair enough.
But Coheed, I gotta say Mastodon has definitely informed a lot of my bass playing. Also, even before, just like Blood Mountain and Oblivion are still to this day like anytime listen all the way front to back. Shit, I mean Jeff Rosenstock. I don't know how much he shows in my in this, but he definitely is like a big influence on me, just musician wise. And then shit, there's 4 dudes on Mount Rushmore.
There is 4 dudes.
There are 4 dudes.
What about Cambria?
And Cambria. Yeah, no. You know what? Refused.
Wow.
Not the biggest fan of their newer stuff. However, their stuff that was on Cyberpunk, say what you will about the game, but the soundtrack to that game was fucking amazing, and their contribution was really above and beyond. They also fucking come hot and heavy with the riffs, and I think that...
You just made Robbie very happy.
Oh, Robbie's a big Refused guy?
Oh my god.
Refused fucking... Like, Shape of Funk to Come is also, like, one of...
That's such a great name.
Ugh. And it also sort of did shape, like, post-hardcore.
Yeah.
I would agree. Yeah.
The balls on that, right? Chris?
Oh, crap. Okay. So, definitely going to have to go with Trent Reznor. He's up there. Look at that composing masterpiece.
The biggest neck in all of music.
The thickest neck.
Thickest neck.
Uh,
dream.
We've got, what's that dude with the face and the stuff? Thomas Erak, though he is very, very sloppy in the way that he plays. My man has shaped my sound in a real wild way that I didn't think about, rhythmically as well as everything else. David Gilmour, the man from Pink Floyd. Some of those guitar tones, some of that just scream, rockin', just distortion before we were all talking about what distortion really was and sustain. For days. And then Tatsuro Yamashita, the composer from doing a lot of the city funk and a lot of the city pop and everything. His the way he crafted music from 60 or was it 72 to now is absolutely like mind blowing. And like I even ordered some CDs from Shibuya just to like have them in physical because like I couldn't get them anywhere else. So that's my 4.
I love it. That's
Or your 4, Brandon.
Yeah.
my
your
4.
Yeah.
That's
And if
tough.
Serious Matters isn't on here, you're gonna have to send us $50 before we can do anything.
Send it to me. I'll give it back.
Okay, cool. I'll send it to Matt.
Thank you.
He won't give it back.
I will.
Yeah, I know he won't. That's why
No, my friend.
I'm losing that $50. All right. Oof, that's tough. I think I would have to pick Seosin. That's got to be on the list. You know what I'm saying? Like the self-titled is probably my favorite album of all time, or pretty close to it. I think that is, again, very similarly to what Kenny said about The Used. I think that is just like classic post-hardcore, you know. Who else would I add to that list? I feel like I'd have to put Under Oath on that list because they're, along with Prada and August Burns Red, those were like the first bands that got me into the scene, so I'd probably put them on my Mount Rushmore. Who else would I put on my list here? It's tough.
Right?
Yeah.
That is a hard question. I probably put Sean, unironically.
Yeah.
I love Sean's music. I went back and listened to all of their albums recently at work, and I was like, God, this band slams. I love this
For
band.
a second, I
So
thought you were saying Sean, like Sean Evans.
Yeah.
also Sean Evans, yeah, he's
Really?
he's
So, like,
yeah. Well, actually, funnily enough, I guess if we're keeping in that same lane, I'm trying to think who else I would put on that list. Who's the last one?
Stomp grind.
The Anchor.
The Anchor. Yeah, the Anchor. Who's the closer? Wow, that's really. I'd probably put Paramore on there. Like they were one of those first bands that, like, in the scene, I would say very similarly to like Fall Out Boy. Those were like those first bands that I'm just like, God, they fucking rip. But yeah, I love Paramore, so I would probably put that on my list. Also, I have Haley Williams and I are married now, so that's fucking sick.
Perfect.
Mazel tov.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it. She's a big supporter of what I do, so much love to her.
Friend of the show, friend of the show.
Yeah, friend of the show. So yeah, that would be my Mount Rushmore. But I don't know. I was like, man, I should ask that question to these guys just to kind of like, because I feel like they have some varied answers. So, guys, killed it. Kudos, guys.
You too.
Thank you.
It put you on the spot right there.
You did, but I pulled it out. I pulled it out of my ass somehow, which is great.
Very cool.
The next question I have for you guys is for people who have been with Serious Matters for a while. What song is a deep cut, like Serious Matters track? What song would you be like, man, this one, God, this one.
Apparition.
I was just gonna say that.
That one's not even in existence anymore.
Ooh,
So take that one out.
I think
one
for
that people can still listen to.
Weary.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Weary.
I think that's one of my favorite deep cuts, inspired by like a modern baseball track. It was how that came to be.
I love that.
So I think that definitely one of my ones that I recommend because you got some solo action, you've got an awesome bridge, you've got a nice like kind of jangly opening. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
I'm gonna. Oh God.
You go.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Summer Tides.
Ooh.
For me, it's since I've only been singing for the band for like the past like 6 years. It's been a real like journey being
Only
like
6
a
years.
vocalist and finding my voice and all that stuff like that. And I feel like that's the track where you can really be like, okay, Matt's like controlling his voice and he sounds like it's smooth, it cuts, and yeah, I feel like that's probably for me the best track.
Matt puts that song in a chokehold.
That's right.
Through it all.
I was gonna say Through It All, and I don't know if it's technically a deep cut, but we don't really play it because it's kind of a bitch to play. But I love that song so much. I think like the end result, your voice especially, is just so fucking powerful, and it feels like the song's just kind of grabbing you by the neck.
Because that song hurts.
Yeah, I would also say Through It All.
I apologize.
I was the one who came out. For whatever reason, I was like, I don't. And that's what came out, and I thought it was good at the time.
Until we started practicing it.
Yeah.
That takes a toll on the voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. Appreciate it. Appreciate Matt going Super Saiyan 4 on that track. Respect.
The
riffs are just good.
They are great riffs. They are good ass riffs.
And the solo, oh my god, the solo is so good.
And it was off the top of the head.
Yeah.
Kenny had to go to the engineer. Don't stop. Don't hit stop.
Yeah, because so he's the one gap, he hits a gap and he just bends the string and he stops. And they went to go stop the console and I was like, no. And then he started again because I seen it in his face. Like he stopped and he was just like this. And then he just kept going again. And I was like, I told you. I told you.
I told you.
And that they wouldn't have been the same if they stopped it.
You're right.
I'm listening to that. I'm listening to that on the way home
That
now.
improv comes back so many times. Even from Through It All, there was still that like okay, I guess I'm just gonna rip it from the top of my head. But like even the stars align, that ending that we're going out with, that whole solo, that's all improv. That wasn't planned.
What?
The part it's the part where he goes to, oops, sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying he's grip it and rip it like that's
yeah. It's literally the bending note where it's like and then they were gonna stop it, and I was like, no, fucking leave it.
Just let him do his thing. Let him cook.
Let him cook, man.
Yeah, we're relevant. We know what the kids are saying.
You guys know what? Oh no, I don't.
Nope.
On TikTok, I don't really.
Radical and tubular.
What?
Kids, we're being cool with the kids.
Bitchin'.
Yeah, there we go.
Now that's a bitchin' ride.
You've lost me. I've hit the precipice. I've hit the precipice of 30, and I'm just like, I don't understand what these kids say anymore.
Dude, you should see me when I'm trying to post things on the band's TikTok. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on this app? Anytime I open it up, it's just like, it's either somebody dancing, somebody like setting their mother on fire. It's all these fucking crazy things, and I'm just like, post, and then I'm out. I get out because I can't stand TikTok. I hate it.
Go back to the video where he actually was scrolling TikTok for like an hour and a half. He's like, oh man.
Is there, Brandon?
Hold on, those were puppy videos. Those were dog videos.
I love how
do you like post. Does Audio Addiction have a TikTok? Like, do you like
No.
reels from like this to like
No, I
advertise?
don't. No.
Because if you did, you would have to take that clip from. This is a callback to earlier when Chris had the quote about teach a band to hamburger. That's like the perfect like real TikTok clip.
All right, I'll clip it.
You don't want a TikTok. Stay
I
off
have
TikTok.
a TikTok. I just don't. The last TikTok that went like semi-viral was my cat comes into my room, and for whatever reason, whenever there's a box on the floor, he will just like smack the shit out of it with his paw. And so I found yeah, exactly. Kenny knows what I'm talking about. So I found shout outs to Currents. I used one of their songs, and it lines up so perfectly to how he's hitting the box. So it's just like, and then you just see him like going like this. It is like, shout outs to my cat Meatball. Love my man. But he is a maniac. So that video is one of my. I just thought it was funny that literally my cat is more loved than I am on my own TikTok account that I don't fucking use. Like everybody's just like, I love your cat. I want to see more cat videos. I'm like, you dumb son of a bitch. I interview bands. Why don't you love that shit? So
no cats. You gotta get
Interview Meatball.
that's what I have to do. Yeah, that's it. I'll do that on TikTok. That
want to know
would
what
be me.
Meatball's Mount Rushmore is.
Mount Rushmore.
I'll just find a bunch of cat related albums and I'll just be like, here you go. That's it.
Cat Williams.
Cat Stevens.
Cat
Yeah.
Stevens.
Yeah.
Steel Panther. Love it.
Exactly.
Pantera.
Yay.
There you go.
Undercat.
It's all Undercat.
Oh,
see?
yeah. Oh, see?
See, so many
Look at
cats.
this.
Shout out
This
to
is
all the
great.
cats in the world.
Yeah, shout out to all the cats I know.
Shout out to the cats. Shout out to all the cats watching tonight.
It's
That's
a
great.
musical.
No, not that.
Not that. Not that.
Cats is fucked.
No?
We'll talk about it.
I'll talk
We'll
about
talk
it later.
about it later.
Oh my god. Guys, go follow Serious Matters on TikTok as well, so Kenny can, SEAL Team 6 that next video onto TikTok. So love it.
Also,
I love how just Kenny's just like he's like fucking like Tom Clancy shit. He's just like, all right, upload the video, and then he's just like, all right, type in the shit out, and he's like submit, and then he like fucking does a backflip out of his chair and like is done.
Barrel rolls
Dude.
out.
Yeah,
I use Facebook to shitpost.
you do. Yeah,
TikTok.
that's facts.
I think TikTok is cancer. I think Twitter's cancer. Twitter's just a fucking meme. Like
It
all
is.
of Twitter.
It's a dumpster
That's the
fire.
craziest part.
I honestly think social media is just ruining people, but that's just my opinion.
I like
You can
how
go to
Kenny came up.
Kenny's
He can keep
Facebook
going.
account to see more of his opinions.
I just go on social media and I'm just like, these people are so fucking dumb. Like, especially TikTok, like people are like, oh my god, they're in danger. Let them go. It's all right. Just let them go. Like, I just fucking can't.
I do think that maybe letting everybody's stupidest thoughts be publicized to the entire planet at a whim at any given moment has given some people a little bit too much power.
Oh no, it gives me huge bravado. Makes me feel like I have real big BDE.
Oh, yeah.
I love saying stupid shit and then forgetting like almost seconds after I say it and let that pop up in 9 years.
That's how I run my Twitter. When I get like 10 likes and I'm just like, oh fuck yeah, pop open the champagne. Viral.
A lot of the time when I go on Twitter, the first thing I see is Matt's fucking tweets, and I'm just like, close the app.
Are they that bad? God.
No, it's just like I like to say they're Matt.
I feel like
Matt.
you're giving everybody a false premise on what Matt said. It's like
As
almost
we all
as if
know, I'm a walking, talking abomination of a human being. So a lot of just stuff, yeah.
Hold
Don't
on.
follow me. Yeah. No, I talked about audio addiction last tweet, and I said I hope Brandon doesn't dunk on me for not knowing what Discord is.
I'm not. I would never do that. Why would I do
Let's
that?
put it this way: Matt's cover photo is your post goes against our community standards on coordinating harm and promoting crime.
I was on Facebook too. That wasn't even Twitter. Yeah,
What'd you say you were gonna light on fire?
I don't remember.
Was it your own Crocs that you're gonna light on fire?
No, but yeah, Kenny, didn't you get banned for?
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Yeah.
I literally said it was a fucking pair of Crocs, and I said they should be lit on fire. The shoes should be lit on fire, and they banned me for 48 hours for inciting a riot. I was inciting a riot.
Will incite a riot. Let me.
How
tell
dare you?
Kenny's
One chair
views on
toss.
Crocs do not reflect the entire band.
Here's Matt's some of Matt's tweets. You don't know Raymond, but everybody loves him.
Yeah.
Fair.
No, you don't
Since I'm
know.
turning 27 this month, you have to listen to at least 27 of these 35 songs at least 27 times this month.
On
And
the Frog Greatest Hits album.
it's the Crazy Frog album.
Yeah. Shout out to the
When you die, you will respawn at Caesar Milan's Dog Psychology Center, and you will be greeted by Caesar Milan, who will say to you, "Welcome to the ranch," and the cycle will continue.
That one's true though.
Yeah. It's not a real interview unless we break Brandon.
Yeah, true.
It's
I'm back. I'm just kidding. That last one was good though. That,
Thank
you
I
responded
take
to
pride in what
Caesar
I do.
Milan.
I want to be tanning bed guy. Like, what the fuck goes through your head?
How sick would it be if I rolled up to a gig with like a sick tanning bed? guy?
No.
My man looks like a
I look cool as
baseball
hell.
mitt.
Yeah.
Listen, Matt,
Nice, a nice bronze.
you'd already look like you're from the Jersey Shore. You would look even
'Cause I
more
am.
like you're from the Jersey Shore. You're like it.
Yeah.
You would look like a fucking extra on the Jersey Shore cast.
Thank
you know.
Thank you.
What really got me was when I was like, oh man. He tagged What Sales Ahead, and he said,
no.
I'm allowed to say the word weeaboo. I'm friends with What Sales Ahead. I was like, Jesus Christ.
There's
I was like,
there's
I
no
can't.
bigger ally to the anime community than old Matt Bonesaw. The biggest ally to
Old
the anime
Matthew
community.
Bonesaw.
That's right.
I can't.
Yeah,
Oh my
I'll
God.
like come in, and if it's something dumb, I'm just like, never mind. I'll stare at my phone screen.
I have to
It's not even
follow Matt.
worth
I
it.
have to follow Matt now and retweet his
I
most
tagged you.
cursed.
You'll see it.
Okay, I'm gonna have to watch to go back and check and see the most cursed things that Matt says. I'll make sure to post. I'll just screen cap some of my favorites
Screenshot,
here
yeah.
right now.
Yeah,
there we go
please.
on the screen for you
There we
guys to
go.
enjoy your viewing pleasure here. Go follow Matt on Twitter if you want to hear the most cursed shit.
It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I'll leave a link
And
in
then
the description.
Seltzer posts random shit too.
All
Like,
right, go follow all of them on
random
Twitter.
shit.
It's great.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I can't wait to see what dumpster fire happens over at Twitter.com. Salutes.
Most of my tweets are, "This app is fucking cancer."
Wow, it's almost like on a set schedule.
He just posts the same tweet every day. He just has another.
We're no longer here to promote the new EP, the tour. We're here to promote our personal Twitter accounts now,
And the tour. We got
and the tour.
and the
Sometimes
tour.
we tour.
Yeah, they do that
In
stuff.
fact, we added a date today. Today. Yeah, we added the final Fleur date for after Georgia. After we hit Atlanta, we're heading to another what is it? April 26th.
St. Augustine.
St. Augustine. There we go. That's the one. Yeah. So now we finally have it filled out, and we released the poster yesterday, and now we already have to update it. Crap.
Lit. So sick. Guys, you should come to Pennsylvania. What the hell's wrong with you?
We are playing in Pennsylvania. It's not part of the tour, but we are playing in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, April 13th launch festival.
What?
Opening up for Clutch.
Oh shit! All right.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, yeah.
I'm coming out. I'm coming out.
Be there.
Yeah. Is Kenny gonna be there? What the fuck, man? No, okay.
We'll have his
You
body.
want to pay my travel expenses?
Sure, I'll do it. Let's do it up.
You know what?
And
That's
you gotta
go-
tell my job.
Oh no.
I'll fill in.
Okay.
I'll fly down.
Can I
You
fill in?
fly up. Yeah.
My
Okay.
job's already giving me shit about the April dates because they switch policies. So now ADOs, which is additional day offs, go by quarters now. But I put in for the tour back in December, and then they just canceled out my ADO requests, and they were like, "Yeah, you got to do it this week." And I was like, "Okay." And they're like, "But we can't guarantee you're gonna get them." And I was like, "Well, that sucks because I put in for this shit in December, so it's not my fault that you guys decided to switch shit around."
There
There
you
you
go.
go.
Catch Kenny outside begging for money. How about that?
Well, I hope
Be
that
funny
doesn't
if his
happen.
job sees this.
Please don't
Well,
tag.
this was an unhinged interview.
Yeah, this is yeah. Salutes. I love
really
this.
unhinged all the time.
This is great. This was about, if I remember correctly, this was about as unhinged or possibly more unhinged than the previous interview. So I'm only expecting you guys to just be like absolute cancel culture in about 5 years when I have you on next. So
We'll have
That's
the
the first one to get canceled. I keep saying this.
We're actually going to get a big giant sensor bar, and we're just going to have him wear it for the continuation of the tour. The artist
so
formerly known as
I
Matt.
think when you interviewed us last time, we were younger, we had bright eyes, we just came back from our first tour, and yeah, here we are now, a bunch of old decrepit
Miserable
men
men.
later. Yeah, and,
Shit
yeah.
posting on
Worried about fucking house bills and shit.
yeah.
Kenny's just like, I can't take off from my job. Shit.
Dude, I can't wait to become the old man that yells at kids for stepping on his grass. I already do it.
Salutes,
Yep.
my guy.
People come by with their dogs, and I'm just standing
Yeah,
outside
damn.
the door like,
We're going to get him a rocking chair for the porch.
I love it.
We're going to go all in.
I had neighbors.
Oh
I was
wait, so
bitching to the
there's a
band about
porch.
it
Okay,
already.
so there's a porch. All right, all right. I just want to make sure that's for my notes.
Dude, my neighbors had fucking
Oh,
kids
he has
that would
neighbors.
come
Okay,
out
cool. Sick.
after school, and they would start because I do overnight, so I'm sleeping during the day, and
Oh,
these kids are
he's
literally
not gonna be home during the day. Okay, great.
dude, they were fucking
Gated community.
screaming at the top of their lungs every day,
Oh, he lives in a
like just
community. Okay.
There's so many
dude,
gated communities. Which
these
one is
kids
that?
were just like, ah! And I would
Wait, there's
open up the
kids.
door and just fucking stare at them. And just be like, I was just like, these fucking kids. And I would even text the band and be like, I'm actually gonna run these kids over one day. I swear to fucking God.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. You gotta put that there.
Get rid of that in post.
I feel like it.
Most of this interview is gonna be cut and post.
It's like 3 questions. That's all you get from this.
Oh my god.
Director's cut.
Directors, yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, if you sign up for my Patreon, you'll get the full episode
You'll
uncensored.
get the exclusive unedited
Exclusive
version.
unedited version.
You gotta subscribe to the Lens tier.
Yeah, you have to make sure.
The only bands tier.
Yeah, it's the only bands tier. It's 420, so
Nice.
God, I can't do this shit. The last question I have for you guys is a question I've been asking more currently, just to kind of pull the serious like focus back on this shit. I love interviewing bands. This is something that's a passion of mine. Obviously, I wouldn't be doing it for 7 years if I, didn't care about my lovely scene in New Jersey. Obviously, live Pennsylvania now, and I love that too. But I'm always gonna have a special place for my New Jersey fam.
Shout out.
But why do you guys create music? Why is that something that's important to you? Because realistically, much like me doing interviews, you could be doing something else with your time, your life, whatever, but you spend a lot of hard-earned money, you spend blood, sweat, tears into doing this, like why is this important to you to do this?
To show and tell people that they're just not alone with their emotions. Especially when I write the songs for Serious Matters, and you see when you listen to this new EP, it's all sorts of different emotions. There's happy songs, there's sad songs, songs about grief, and all that stuff like that. It's just, for me, as long as I get my message out that it's okay to feel different emotions and have these different emotions, and for people to kind of identify with that, and for people to take the songs that we've made and kind of apply them to their own lives, that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
No, I think you hit the nail right on the head.
Yeah.
Couldn't say it better than what I was gonna say.
It's just like when I was younger, like hearing some of these songs and just you at least have that feeling of like I'm not the only one feeling this way. And then at least me personally relying on stuff like that so much, you almost feel like, I love playing music, but it's almost this weird compulsion to sort of like give back to like that thing that kind of got me through some rougher spots, and be that for another person, possibly.
If there's a younger person who's out there who just like when we were kids listening to the stuff that got us into music, if there's someone out there like at that time listening to us now, like I feel like that's gonna be a huge thing.
I think for me personally, it's a creative outlet. It's like the whole thing started because I was a very anxious kid, and now I'm a very anxious adult, and it's like this is the only thing that still I can do and be like, okay, and this is gonna sound really bad, but like, okay, when I die, this is here. Like this is always gonna be here.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, like in 27 minutes when that rocket hits his house, he'll know that his legacy will certainly still be there.
I don't want kids. I just want songs.
Yeah, on a personal level, I'm just writing music for myself, and the fact that other people enjoy it, more cream to the crop. I'm just happy that there are 4 chords and some lyrics on a sheet of paper. The fact that everyone else gets so much more from it, so kind of mind blowing in a sense. You look at the words and you're like, damn, that's me to a T. and then you post that online after all the work you put into it, and you're like, wow, that is not just me to a T. That is a lot of people.
Sure.
That you open up a whole, like, wow, I can relate to a whole way larger than I thought I could, you know? So it's kind of cool in that sense.
Yeah, music brings everyone together, man. Like, people are a lot more similar than they are different, and sometimes you just need like that common touchstone to kind of realize that.
And I think this band is like an example because, you know, like I said earlier, we're 5 different guys. We have 5 different interests. We come from different walks of life, and this one thing brings the 5 of us together, you know, and unifies us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wherever, whenever.
Yeah, wherever. Exactly. There you go. Tie it all. Tie it all.
All right, cut.
The
That was
icing
great.
on the
Perfect.
cake right there.
Perfect. Done.
On this.
That's literally
Everybody leaves now. That's
that's how the name came about. It got, like I said, it got really serious towards the last few months when I was moving, and we didn't know what was going to happen.
Sure,
We didn't know, because everybody has bills, everybody has a life, everybody has, things going on. So me moving was could have been the end of serious matters, but we came to the conclusion that it's only the end if we say it's the end. So, like, if we still want to do it, we'll make it work, and we are. Like, now we have Fake Kenny.
A cover that we did from across, like, from Florida and here, and we did that all.
Oh yeah, the Misfits cover we did from I was here and they were there, and
the internet's
and
nuts.
Got it done.
Yeah, and it's we make it work.
Dude, so am I.
And even with shows, we're still making it work. Like, we're doing Fake Kenny or Fill-In Kenny, which is Kevin from Poeta, which is, he did the last show, and I couldn't be any more thankful that he did that, because he could have been like, no, go fuck yourself, but he
yeah, he definitely.
I think
how Kevin always be saying that.
Yeah.
Well, I think what was really cool during the moving away show was, I think the bands that we've come up with, they see what our limits are now, and they're very open to help us out. So Kevin immediately jumped in and was like, I will play for you if you need. And I was like, say less. Like, no, it's cool to see that. It really is.
Shout outs to Kevin. I hate that dude so much.
I'm just kidding. Pro Kevin band.
Yeah, pro Kevin. No, I'm kidding. I love Kevin. He's great.
Friend of the Kev, friend of the pod.
Friend, yeah, he is. Not you'll have to find out which ones aren't friends and are friends. Let us know down in the comments.
But like, so we do, like, we have our little scene, and we owe a lot to With Sales Ahead, Poeta, Wave Break, Still Ghost, American Stereo. Like, we're all we all stick together, and we all do what we can to help each other out and support each other. So, and especially with people like you, Brandon. Like, especially we wouldn't be here without your support.
Yeah,
like, and we really appreciate you taking this time to talk to us and have this weirdly chaotic interview with us. We really appreciate your time doing this with us.
Yeah,
so just know that. Yeah.
I love I love all of my New Jersey homies. Again, I probably wouldn't have even still be doing this if I didn't have a great group of friends out there, and obviously not living in New Jersey anymore sucks, and not being able to go to that scene, but still seeing it from the outside perspective, and seeing the growth, and seeing you guys do tours like across the different states. It gives me that kind of like dad moment where I'm like, holy shit, like, these guys they're still doing it, they're still killing it, like, they're still doing it very similarly to like me rocking with the channel and doing that sort of stuff. So I think it's a point of pride for me to have like these bands on that have affected my growth as a YouTuber. So also salutes to you guys. Obviously Poeta, With Sales Ahead, Still Ghost, like, there's so many other bands that I could name off the list, but you know, I probably wouldn't have been doing this as long as I've been doing it if it weren't for you guys. So much salutes to you guys as well for coming back on as per usual. Hopefully it's not going to be 5 years the next time you guys come back on here, but you know, here's to hoping. You know,
in the next 5 years, we're gonna drop the Mac and Me link.
Yeah.
We're like, yeah, check out this new music video, man. And it's just gonna be Mac and Me.
I love
that
it.
scene that Paul Redd does.
Please.
Wheelchair.
I'd love to get you beat live.
Oh, Matt will be the alien. I'll be in the wheelchair. Matt will be the alien. Coming out the bush.
We're gonna push Mike off a cliff. Oh, that's not good. I don't like that.
I float. It's fine.
Okay,
cool.
that's
Figure
good.
it out.
That's good. Well, guys, Wherever, Whenever is out now. Go check it out. If you fucking haven't, I am going to be doing a live stream tonight, listening to the rest of the songs. So, going to be live reacting to them today, as we're recording this. So this
If you
will
are not
be out.
there, I will publicly dox and
Can
shit.
you send me the link?
Yeah, I'd love to check that out later.
I will be
Oh,
doing it
live.
live today. You'll already be out by the time this video's out. So check
Perfect.
the link in the description for
Perfect.
that. But please go check out Serious Matters. The guys can tell them where you can find you on social media, where they can pick up merch, where they can go to support you guys. Tell them, give them the spiel.
Okay, guys. So first and foremost, the website that you're going to want to go is the seriousmattersnj.com. Not only does it have all of our touring things, it's got links to all of our music, live sessions, anything you need ever. You can find all of our social medias under Serious Matters NJ or Twitter at SMBand. And on top of all of that, our YouTube channel is filled with live videos, different back behind the scene content,
Oh my
all the stuff
God.
that you could ever need to get to know us. So yeah, just find us, Serious Matters NJ. Pop that right into Google, Bing, Ask Jeeves, Quora, Oprah, and Netscape.
Please form parasocial relationships with us. We want our lives to be in danger.
Mm-hmm.
You forgot the
Any
dark
parting
web.
words, Kenny?
Yeah, Kenny, wrap us up. Take us
Yeah,
home, Kenny.
take us home, Kenny.
He basically hit everything. I mean, we appreciate everybody that's listened so far. We appreciate everybody that's going to check us out. You know, we have a few more things in the works. Like we have some music videos that we're going to be throwing out, and
Yeah.
we're still promoting and we're still moving this train.
Choo choo, bitch.
That's what I'm going to do when we finish
I
this.
love that. Guys, check out Serious Matters. I don't know what you're doing if you aren't checking them out because they're fucking fantastic. So please go give them some love. Come hang out. Well, you can't come hang out. It'll already happen by this time. So, you know, that the only incentivizes you to hit that subscribe
Tell your
and
past
bell.
self to come
Tell
hang
your
out.
past self to come here.
Invent
'cause
time travel.
then invent time travel and then come to this specific date so then you can watch it live with us. I don't know how that's going to work out with the YouTube algorithm, but shit.
If you're
you know.
here from the future, comment below. Tell us how the fuck you did it.
Doot doodle doo.
Yeah.
With the rifle in the book depository, right? Wait. Oh, crap. Wrong thing.
Anyway, go check out Serious Matters. They're awesome. Big supporter of the channel. Please go check out Wherever, Whenever, out now. Links in the description. All of their social media is going to be below. Their TikTok's going to be below. Their YouTube channel, their Napster profile, their MySpace
OnlyFans
account,
account,
their OnlyFans
armpits and
account, their Feet Pics account, their I don't know what else, their Disney Plus account, whatever. Go check it out. It's
Yeah,
great.
The passwords that's right down there.
My grandma's
Pastors.
Netflix that I use.
Yeah. all of it. All of it will be in the description. Please go check them out. Seriously, they're fantastic. And if you are not smart enough to go give Wherever, Whenever a listen, bro, I'm not gonna tell you any more times to go give it a listen. So please go do it. Huge thanks to Serious Matters for coming on. If you didn't watch the video, that sucks. You should check this out. Seriously, it's great. But if not, it'll also be out in audio format. So Apple Music, Spotify, all that sort of stuff. Going through that process of getting them all up on audio format. But for now, It's gonna be video, so you know you can watch all of us be extra sexy today on a Saturday. So just saying. So go,
I'm glad it's going
just
on.
let's get it. So again, go check out Serious Matters, and huge thanks to the guys for coming on again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So much, man. Much appreciated.